Bonjour Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude, and today I'm going to be doing your Chakra Tarot Reading, where we're going to be looking at possible blocks that you may have towards your manifestation. So I hope you are all doing well and that you've had a good month so far. Now please remember, those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies directly to your situation and discard the rest. If you would like a more comprehensive picture, you may want to check your moon, Venus and rising signs. Now, what do we have for my Pisces squarens, please? What are their blockages? We begin with the Nine of Cups in your root chakra. For your Sacral Chakra, we have the Seven of Cups. Solar Plexus, the Queen of Cups. Heart Chakra, the Ace of Wands. Throat Chakra, the Knight of Swords. Third Eye Chakra, Major Arcana, the Death card. And your Crown Chakra, you have the Four of Cups. So you can tell just by looking at the colors, because these cards are coded according to chakras as well, that you have a lot of water energy, which obviously, with you being Pisces, is an energy that you are very familiar with, because you have 4 cards out of 7 that represent the emotional realms, because the cups represent your creativity, your intuition and your feelings. And we begin with the root chakra, which is your energy center, where your survival instincts are stored, also how safe you feel in your world, and also how you attract prosperity and abundance in your life. You have the Nine of Cups. This is a beautiful energy to have, because 9 is a number of achievement. The Nine of Cups really talks about your wish being fulfilled. You can even see from the imagery that this figure is very content, happy and at peace with themselves. So this is telling me that you are grounded within your physical world. You look at the future with a positive outlook. You're stable. It's a very, very nice energy to see in this chakra. We then move on to your Sacral Chakra, which is the energy center for your creativity and also for pleasures. And you have the Seven of Cups. So we're still dealing with the emotional realm here, water energy. And the Seven of Cups talks about feeling slightly overwhelmed because of all of the opportunities or choices that may be available to us. So I am detecting a little bit of an excessive energy in your Sacral Chakra. Maybe you are indulging a little bit too much at the moment, if we're looking at it from the pleasure side of the chakra. If we're talking about your creativity, it may signify that you are a bit all over the place. You know, you have lots of ideas maybe firing up inside of you, and you're not sure which one to follow, and this is becoming overwhelming and maybe slightly confusing for you. So we will need to have a look at your Sacral Chakra at the end of the reading. We then move on to the Solar Plexus Chakra, where you have the Queen of Cups. Now the Solar Plexus Chakra is your energy center where your personal power is stored. It's your physical energy as well as your willpower, your drive. And you have the beautiful Queen of Cups there. Now the Queens are receptive energy. They are the yin energy, as opposed to a king who is an action taker, yang energy. And they represent patience and understanding. Now the Queen of Cups is obviously very loving, but she's also someone who's focused on her feelings, her intuition, her creativity. She's always depicted focusing on the big cup, which represents happiness, all of the things that I've just mentioned. So she's someone who's very much in touch with her feelings. She knows how she feels about things and people. And also, she's someone who's going to trust her intuition. And so I see your drive, your willpower, what's really, pushing you forward as the focus on how it makes you feel. How much happiness, how much pleasure is this going to bring into my life? This is what I read in this card. Which doesn't surprise me because, you are Pisces, you are an intuitive sign. And this is the kind of motivation I would expect to see behind a manifestation for a sign like yours. We then move on to the center of your spread, which is the heart chakra. Now, the heart chakra is the energy center for your centeredness, peace, and love, how you give it and experience it. And you have the beautiful Ace of Wands. Now, the aces are the origins of any suit. They represent the potential. And Wands is the suit of passion, desires, urges. It's what your heart and soul truly yearn for, is fire energy. And so I see your heart fully open and ready to embrace a brand new beginning, something exciting. This is what you're looking for. A new adventure, a new experience. So whether you are trying to manifest a relationship that's going to be passionate, or you're trying to manifest a new job for yourself that's really going to maybe tickle your creative side, or you're trying to start a new business and you're putting your heart and soul into it, or you just want to relocate because you're bored of where you are and it's time for you to move on, your heart is fully open, embracing this new beginning energy, which is beautiful to see. We then move on to your throat chakra, where you have the Knight of Swords. Now, the throat chakra is your communication center. So it's how you listen to people and how you take heed of what they say, and also how you express your needs and speak your truth. So I do like to see the sword suits with the throat chakra because the swords are the mental realm. They represent thoughts, ideas, truths, and communication. And the knights represent movement forwards, taking action. So when you mix this with the swords energy, this really talks about determination and having the knowledge, the facts, the resources to move forward, which means that when you speak, you are talking from a factual point of view, you've researched it, and also when someone speaks to you, you are going to listen to what they're saying and analyze what they're saying and take action on what they say. The shadow side of this card, but that I'm not really feeling it, but for some of you it may be the case, is maybe you need to be aware of speaking too fast because it's air energy, and the Knight of Swords can be seen as someone who's rushing and being a little bit reckless, and swords can cut. So maybe be careful with the words you use because you may hurt or upset inadvertently somebody. But that's just for some of you, not all of you. We then move on to your third eye chakra. Now this is the center of how you see the world, both with your physical world and also with your intuition, your third eye. And you have a major arcana here. And to me, major arcanas are very important because they represent the intervention of your spirit team. So God, the universe, the angels, your ancestors, whoever you work with. And they are providing you with experiences, people, circumstances to enable you to evolve and grow, whether it's mentally, spiritually, emotionally. They may also be redirecting you on the right path if you've strayed and, just pointing you towards the right direction to fulfill your life purpose. And the Death card is the card that signifies that something has got to end permanently, so that something better can grow from the ashes of it, which is why very often people refer to this card as the Phoenix Rising. And I feel it's very well explained by the illustration in this deck, where you have the dead petals falling, but out of the dead petals, the beautiful rose is blossoming. So, for me, because it is in your third eye chakra position, this indicates that there's a transformation happening, either with how you are seeing the world with your eyes, just generally speaking, your point of view on the world, or there is an awakening of your third eye. You are starting to tap into your intuition more, starting to trust it more, maybe. So, you know, take what resonates. As I said, either, you know, your way of looking at the world is changing. Maybe, and I'm hearing this message, so I need to say it because this is for someone out there. You have lost your, you know, the rose tinted glasses. That's what I'm hearing. That's for some of you. Or you just genuinely having some kind of awakening of your third eye and starting to get some very strong hits with your intuition. We then move on to your crown chakra. Now, the crown chakra is your energy center where your self-knowledge that you gain through your experiences is being stored, the wisdom you've acquired, and also it is your connection to spirit, source, the universe, whoever you work with. And you have the Four of Cups. Now, the 4 is the number of strong foundation and stability and solidity. And as I explained, cups are to do with the emotional realm. So the Four of Cups talks about being emotionally balanced. It talks about being able to look at things and circumstances and not being fazed by the challenges that may come up or experiences that may trigger you. And I think that this card really shows you how emotionally balanced this person is, meditative state. So I see this as a very nice card because water is also a receptive energy, and so your crown chakra is receptive and stable enough to receive all of the messages and the downloads that spirit, the universe, your angels, your ancestors may be trying to give you. So when you look at this and you look at your manifestation, your higher chakras are very nice, and you just, and actually everything is looking rather nice. You just have some slower chakras, number 2 and number 5. So the sacral chakra, where there's a little bit of maybe overindulgence, or maybe ideas are scattered everywhere, creativity is being a bit muddled up because you have a sense of overwhelm. So to balance the sacral chakra, there are obviously meditations that could work, same for the throat chakra for that matter. You can also listen to healing sounds. There's a lot of it on YouTube where you type, you know, healing sounds to heal the throat chakra, the sacral chakra. All of those are very good, and you can listen to them whilst having a bath, for instance. If we are feeling overwhelmed and confused, you may want to jot down in a diary all of your ideas to try and make sense of them, particularly if you are meditating, because you may get messages that are going to guide you. Also at night when you're asleep, you may want to have a diary, because when you wake up you can jot down any insights, because that will help you with the sense of overwhelm and confusion. Yoga is incredible to deal with overwhelming feelings and feeling more secure. I'm sorry, just ignore my dog. She barks at literally everything. So I would seriously look at yoga practices. They're very good for that. Walking in nature, if you're someone who likes to spend time in nature, that could help settle yourself. And also, you know, talking to your friends, your family about this may help you. When it comes to the throat chakra, I had a message for some of you. Please be careful when you speak your truth, about how you deliver it. You know, choose your words carefully, because you don't want to upset someone inadvertently. But otherwise, I would say that you are, you know, on the right track to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. It's looking very beautiful. So I'm going to close out your reading by pulling out 3 crystal cards, and I'm going to give you a moment to choose the one that you are the most drawn to, because it will be the one that holds a message for you. So let's see what we've got. The first crystal is this one. The second crystal is this one. And the third crystal is this one. So if you've chosen the first crystal, you have chosen sodalite. It is linked to the throat chakra. Vulnerability. Showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. So speak nicely to people is what I'm hearing. You know, be careful with the words that you choose. Speak your truth. Be candid, but be soft about it. If you've chosen this one, you have chosen the lepidolite, which is linked to the third eye chakra. Signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. I did mention that some of you are getting a major activation of your third eye chakra, so that will be for those of you that message spoke to. And if you've chosen this one, you have chosen the Mookite, and it is linked to the solar plexus chakra. Shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm very grateful for your time. I wish you a fantastic end of the month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.